side, and this is the full team. Gary Dowling, Neville Glover, Michael Cronin, Mark Levy, Graham Atkins, Michael Patterson, Graham Murray, Ray Price, Lou Platts, Jeff Gerard, Ron Hilditch, Kevin Webb and Bob Jay. And the coach, Terry Fernley. Now come Cronulla. Steve Rogers there, skipper. This is the full side. Mick Mullane, Rick Burke, Greg Mullane, Chris Gardner, Dave Chamberlain in number 5, Gary Cameron, Geg Cox, Steve Rogers, Kurt Sorensen, Steve Mean, Dane Sorensen, John McMartin, Paul Kahn, coach Norm Provan. A veteran, John McMartin, coming to the end of his career, an illustrious one, and a youngster, 24-year-old Kevin Webb, hold the fate of this game in their hands. They're the hookers. Whichever can dominate the set scrum possession will, in my view, lead his team toward a solid win. The referee, Mr. Gary Cook. There's the whistle, the start. Parramatta won the toss. They've elected to take the use of the breeze in the second half. Cronulla will have it. It's about a 25-knot southerly. Might be a touch of southwest in it, blowing right down the ground from the Randwick end. And you'll see as our telecast unfolds the strength of the breeze with the papers blowing around, tons of streamers and coloured crepe paper. And the early part of this game, how will it go? Gerard took the first tackle. All eyes are on Steve Rogers in the opening section of the game. Some pretty heavy stuff coming in already from Kurt Sorensen. There's Levy with a kick. Watch it hang up in the air. Out on the full. Right back. Only just. Chamberlain actually called to Mullane then, I think, let it go. Good judgment. Now Rogers with his...
as he got rid of the ball, caused him to lose his mouth guard.
There's the first scrum win to Parramatta. Murray runs nicely, gets it to Patterson. Patterson makes a good inroad. It's a nice little 15-metre jink. Price. And there's a penalty. Offside against the Cronulla side. And he's come back towards the blind side, the referee. So this is goal-kicking range for Mick Cronin. Now, Cronin's been a fund of points for the Parramatta club since he came down from Gerringong seasons ago. Again this year, 229 points, 95 goals, 13 tries. A valuable, valuable man. He's 6 metres out from the quarter line. He's about 21 metres in from the sideline. That's the head-on shot. Now backpack cameras on ground level. Kicking into and slightly across the teeth of this breeze. It will curve away to the left, I think. There it goes. Way away. Well, that was a badly struck ball. He hooked it. Burke does manage to get just into the field of play. Greg Mullane, the pass away out there. Now, the Cronulla's tactic should be, in my view, to batter their brains out, the kick downfield to make them 45, 50 yards easy. Rogers now putting in the kick, and that's end over end. Dowling will get a fortuitous bounce. He's up over halfway. Well tackled. Cameron, the first man underneath. Hilditch. Beautiful tackle there, right round the boots from Paul Kahn. Murray. Gerard cuts out a man nicely to Platts. They swarm upon him. He's been running very freely in the last 4 matches for Parramatta, and Barry Ross is sitting beside Greg Pearce. We're going to comment from him in a minute. We'll just see the result of this kick first. Greg Pearce is certainly a man that should have been playing in this match, but his end of season luck is out for the last couple of years. Hopefully, if as Cronulla... Yes, Greg Cox will be taking the kick now. Cox has been a very useful goal kicker for Cronulla. But back to Pearce, he's a player that would unquestionably be in the side. But every time we get around to the final series, he had the misfortune to be sent off last year. And he's out with a hamstring tear at the moment. That's the new Brawongle stand, construction in the background. 13 metres out from the quarter line, 12 metres in from the sideline. Strikes it well, looks all up a goal. It's a goal. So first club to Cronulla, and they've come up with 2 points through Greg Cox. There it is, the score. Cronulla 2, Parramatta 0. Cronulla lead.
Steve Dean's still out of this scrum. He's having treatment. Looks like an injured left knee.
Well, that's a severe blow. And there's a penalty to Parramatta. It's against Cronulla for collapsing that scrum. Well and surely within kicking range. Dean limping back now. Apparently hands used in that scrum too, but the scrum certainly collapsed. Dean not doing it very easy at the moment in the middle of the Cronulla players there, limping back. There he is. Left leg still worrying him a trifle, and Rogers, of course, just recovered from a knock on the back. I'm a little bit of a loss to understand Cronulla's tactics on even attempting to play football in their own quarter. We're doing our usual awards today. The man we judge to be the best player will appear on Sports Action tomorrow. Cronin. Unsuccessful. Cronin two goal attempts now, but no success. 15 minutes gone. Still the score remains. Cronulla 2, Parramatta 0. One penalty goal to Greg Cox. Dowling. McMartin trying to knock him down with a shoulder charge that the referee indicates. Price. Sorensen met him, shielding his eyes from the sun then, and failed to see, I think, Hilditch dropped the ball on the play of the ball there. He didn't play it. Webb. Murray. Patterson. Gerard swung to the ground. And luckily, he had somebody boiling on the outside of him. Back come Parramatta now, who've looked a more attacking side. Price with a dummy. Having a good game. There's a try under the post, and it's Hilditch. No argument about that one. Right underneath the post for Ronnie Hilditch. A great break by Ray Price. We'll hope to show you the head-on shot as well as the side-on shot, but this is the way it looked from this angle. Now watch, Murray. Price, the little dummy, they stood off. The Price from Price back into Hilditch, well, directly in line, the referee ruled. The lane with the defence turned him over, but he got the ball down that side. Addressing a remark to my director, are we having trouble with our head-on shot? The kick at goal from Cronin is successful. Parramatta 5, Cronulla 2. Another penalty has to be. Well and truly inside the 5 there were Parramatta. Greg Cox will have a simple kick from in front, about 30 metres out. That breeze still exactly the same consistency, Barry?
Yes, it's quite strong.
And cold?
Very cold, but McLean will certainly take advantage of this and others in the second half.
A source of absolute wonderment to me why Cronulla players would want to battle their hearts out in their own quarter without getting a relieving kick downfield as they could have done on 20 or 30 occasions in the first half. It's the kick. Second attempted goal by Greg Cox. Struck that well. It's a goal. So then the score with about 7 minutes to go to half time. Parramatta 5, Cronulla 4. Burke took that well, low and well, outside the quarter. It's the second tackle. In my view, they shouldn't be kicking on this one. They're not going to. Rogers is placed to take a pass from dummy half. He'll kick. Looking for the bounce. He's not going to find touch. Atkins has it. Burke has Atkins. And who's got it? Knock-on, says the referee. So a rather shabby end to the game with knock-ons all round. And they go into half-time. And I would suggest a little bit of abuse in the shape of Norm Probyn's team for the Cronulla side, with a scoreline that reads Parramatta 5, Cronulla 4. And we'll be back with all the action of the second half of Sevens Big League in just a moment. Underway for the second half. This very important fixture between Cronulla and Parramatta. Parramatta leading at this stage 5-4. Cronulla will do the chasing in this half, I feel, with Parramatta being the kickers, taking advantage of this strong breeze. No changes on either side, Barry Ross?
No.
And what was the comment in the dressing rooms, respectively?
Well, you were pretty right with what you said. Parramatta coach Terry Fernley said to use this win. He's going to use it, and he wanted a lot of work put in his scrum in the second half, a bit more tightening up of it. And Norm Probyn said the same thing. He wanted the Cronulla scrum tightened up, and he was particularly concerned that the forwards weren't moving up together in defence. And he did stress to the boys that they could still win the game if they kept their cool.
Well, we noticed there on that. Price. Dowling. Through the dummy and very nearly got through. He's a try. He's got it down one-handed. It's a try to Lou Platts. He went very, very close, hung over it, then reached down with his arm. I saw Norm Probyn score a try like that in a match years ago. Let's see it again. He went from dummy half. Now watch him reach down. The strength. Well, there it was. They pushed him back straight away, but the referee has judged. Let's see it from head on, and we can get a closer view of that. Yes, no doubt about it. It didn't bounce. And that's a killing try for the Parramatta side at this point. Platts in from dummy half. Kick at goal by Cronulla. Fourth kick at goal. One success. 2 tries to 0 the score. Cronulla. He squirted that away to the right. And not a great kick at all. So the score remains Parramatta 8, Cronulla 4. That's going to be a penalty. Extremely bad football. kicked well short. The breeze caught to it, of course, but really a rather senseless kick, and Cronulla will take the attempt from goal from halfway. Now, to do this, he's got to be confident that if he does miss it, he's at least going to kick it dead. So it's a 60-metre carry. Two tries to nil is a fair measure, I think, of Parramatta's superiority in this game. But still with 32 minutes to go, Cronulla. They've let it go dead. No goal. As it was, the score 8-4, Parramatta's way. Switches it back to Price. Price has found a gap right through the middle. He'll go on and score. It's a magnificent solo effort. Ray Price has gapped him. Parramatta 11, Cronulla 4. 3 tries to nil. See it again. Now watch Patterson, the switch of direction. Totally brought the Cronulla defence undone. At that point, Price came inside McMartin, evaded Khan, saw the line, sprinted away. Cox went with him, and that was the ball game there. 11-4. Ronan from 2 metres outside the quarter line. He's only about 3 metres in from the sideline. 6th attempted goal. He's only been successful with 1 to date. Otherwise the score would be some sort of an embarrassment. Unsuccessful again. Webb didn't look at that pass, but he's got it to Price, and Price has gapped them. Looks to support. Murray's there. Back inside nicely to Glover. Really going. Glover's going to score. Glover's up the sideline, and he's in. That's a classic try. What a ripper. Parramatta 14. Cronulla 4. Top line football. Let's see it all again. It happened from a long way back. A number of people involved with this. Webb passed the ball without looking to Price. Price the dummy, selectively to Murray. Glover loomed on the outside, on the inside, took it, then went outside, having evaded his own man up the sideline, and that winger who loves to score a try almost as much as Tom Mooney put it down wide out. From head on, this way. The in pass, the change of direction from Glover. As our head-on shot giving a little bit of trouble as the defender Mullane comes to him. But this has been a humiliating defeat of Cronulla by the Parramatta side. 14-4. 4 tries to 1. 4 tries to 0. You consider that Cronin's having his 8th attempted goal, and he's only kicked 1 goal. The score could have been anything. And again, it's day off, but these are the days coaches and goal kickers don't mind having off when the team is scoring tries, and they've scored. Parramatta now looking to get in the dying moments another score. Platts Gerard, who's been plugging up the middle there and finding gaps. Cronin's in. Yes. That's typical Gerard tactic all day. That strong run. And see it again. And the big, strong one arm of Cronin went out and put it down easy. Watch Gerard. Picks the gap. Runs between them. Gets his arms free. Cronin, watch him put the ball down one-handed. There it is. And the humiliating defeat now coming up for this Cronulla side that's been such a good side all the year. No doubt about it. Or perhaps Mick Cronin will have better luck. No, he's not going to have any luck with this at all because he's off. But Mark Levy is on. One from 8. Mick Cronin, I dare say he's not had such a bad day as a goal kicker in all his time with Parramatta. Barry Ross, have you got any statistics on that?
I'm sorry, Rex, I missed the question.
Cronin's bad form in the goal kicking department. Has he ever had such a bad day in your
I can't recall anything like that. He's kicked one now.
Well, Levy's kicked that goal. And the score then goes to 19-4. We think perhaps a minute to go without being official in time. Dowling. Platz plugs it from dummy half again. Up on the quarter line. Murray. Webb. Gerard. Beautiful pass to Platz. He's in for number 2. They've carved it right up. This is a massacre. This is like Rourke's Drift. They've killed the white man. Watch the lovely little moves they put on this Parramatta side around the ruck. And Webb well and truly involved in that. Gerard and Platz all striding strongly. The desperate tackle there coming in late, just managed to trip him from head on this way. A lovely reverse pass from Webb. Watch the way Gerard shrugs his shoulders free. Platz, who I thought was going to run out of the ground there, he was going so fast, scores adjacent to the post. And Levy will have another easy kick at goal. $22 points to 4. Who'd have believed it? Easy. 24 points to 4. The Parramatta's price shortens even as we talk.
It's the second time this year, and quite recent the other time too, that Lou Platz has picked up 2 tries. Scored 2 tries against Manly 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yes, he did. Certainly in great form. And again, they come up with the ball from the kickoff. They've done that all day long. The Hooter's going to go in his second.
Yes, the official table here.
Trainer's gone on to tell them, so with a rather anticlimactic finish, the trainer runs on to tell the referee the time is up. The Hooter wouldn't go. So there it is, a massive, devastating, if you're a Cronulla fan, appalling